Betty a little festive for the game today.
Yeah, you love to see it. I
Yeah.
mean, it is December, why not?
But I wish that top line's color variety was a little bit more festive for her. A lack of access to blues early there. I like
Yeah,
what
that's
she's doing, what she's got though.
yeah, Betty's done a really good job, and that's one thing about Betty's play style is she has a
Mm,
really good eye for those combos. As you see her get that, I believe it was a sweet tea there, and drops the blue garbage down in her column 4 to the blue virus way down at the bottom of her board. So really nice plays there. Looking at Floyd's board,
mm.
gosh, that's a lot of red.
Yeah, Betty just made a little play where she tucked uphill to build a bridge so that she could drop that double blue in between two blue viruses. I really like that play.
Yeah, Betty's actually got a little bit of a lead here as Floyd just trying to get through down to the rest of his board, which unfortunately for him is down in that bottom left hand corner, just buried under it. But wow, what a combo to open up that access to it. Just gonna need a few more reds, but Betty out first at a 110. Floyd just needing these 3 reds. He's gonna be about 8 seconds behind Betty going into level 7.
Both of those are really good times for level 6. Betty, not a lot of access to yellow early on and getting a fistful of yellow pills, go figure. But there's a nice horizontal opportunity there. And Betty does love her horizontal play, and she is a pretty accomplished versus player as well. Nice horizontal clear there.
Yeah, but Floyd's staying in this. His top line is pretty diverse. I would love to see a little bit more yellow for him. And with this, he does open up and now has quite a bit of yellow access. And it's 18 to 14 now, with a 4 virus advantage for Betty. But I gotta say, I like Floyd's board a little bit better. Betty's looking a bit split, and she's fixing to be working entirely from that right hand side, Packy.
Yeah. Looking at Floyd's board on the other hand, he still has everything pretty well spread out. And this is a board that begs for a straightforward approach. And honestly, it's just best that way to keep it simple. Floyd needs some yellow help though to get out of this 7.
And Betty's brought it down to just needing one more red, that blue yellow, perfect for her to get the bracket clear, drop it down, and avoid any drop time out at a 246. Betty is in control of this game at the moment. Floyd just looking for those last yellows. He gets it out at a 259, about 13 seconds behind Betty.
Both players getting out of 7 in less than 3 minutes. I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far.
Hmm.
That double red not going to do much for Betty, but oh, very nicely done with the horizontal clear. Looking at Floyd's board, looks like he's trying to just go classic top down here. Very nice play there. Looks like he wanted to just, I don't want to say necessarily manufacture because I'm not sure if he was going for the. Oh, very nice
Oh, okay.
horizontal. Okay, I was looking at the wrong horizontal play. All right. Well done, Floyd.
Yeah, I was surprised when he didn't clear out the yellows with the double yellow that he got. I was like, okay, what is he doing? But that was a really nice play by Floyd. Looking at Betty's board, oh, she's a bit staircased, but she's doing a really nice job of getting through it. You see all these setups that she's got. It's actually not as detrimental as I thought it was looking.
Yeah, Floyd could really go for some red help right now, and he's not really getting much of any to speak of right now. All of this blue and yellow coming on his board, he's really having a hard time figuring out what to do with what the doctor's giving him right now. Manages to drill down in column 3 a bit, probably setting up the horizontal for the blue for the long term because let's face it, if it's not red, then what is he supposed to do with it right now?
Yeah, this board is very unfortunate for Floyd as Betty gets a double red out at about a 433. She is just in complete control of this game. Looking like it could potentially be a runaway, barring some really bad RNG on Betty's side. But things are looking really nice for her right now as Floyd finally does start to get some red, but not as much as he needs.
Yeah, Floyd still needs red help to get out of this 8, that has been really cruel to him. If he decides to horizontal some yellows on the bottom of his board, he could line up the blues to horizontal the last virus. Okay, it looks like he just decides to clear out column 6 vertically, and that's going to let him tuck down that blue-red and finish his level 8.
I was a little bit nervous for him, having to make the move over to the right side. As many pills as he saw with those, with the gravity increasing every 10 pills, it was going to get a little bit dangerous for Floyd, but able to get that over and get into his level 9, avoid being lapped. But Betty, with 6 more viruses to go, now 5, in a sub 6 potential here. We'll see if she gets the pills that she needs. Really nice play with the yellow blue to bring that over there. Will she get the final blue in time? She won't, but it's not going to matter. Gets a double blue added to 603, and Floyd already knows it's over.
Yeah, he sees the writing on the wall because the end of that 8 was just extremely rude to him. So Floyd does a quick soft reset, locks in the level 6, and gets ready for round 2.
GG's to both of our players. Really, as bad as that level 8 was for Floyd, he still played very well.
Absolutely. I mean, what can you do? You need nothing but red and then the UCLA Bruins come to town. They bring the whole football team, the baseball team, the whole athletic department, and the marching band.
I love that analogy. That's great.
And then the entire student body rushes the field.
And we have readies from both of our players, and 3, 2, 1, pills. Betty looking to channel the power of the Christmas lights and put Floyd away for the first time ever in speed play. Floyd looking to bring this back and force a decider on Betty. And 2 interesting boards to start off. Floyd with some really nice quick drop combos to sort of get to the center of his board. But it's looking a bit split, honestly, though.
Yeah. Floyd's got a valley situation going on. He's handled it really well thus far, and he's maintaining an 8 virus lead early on here. RNG has been much friendlier to him thus far. And that is knocking on wood, because I don't want to be saddled with that curse.
Indeed. Looking at Betty's board, in a bit of a pickle. She really needs reds and she really needs yellows. She would love to be able to drop that blue all the way down, but if she was going to do that, she would have to do it horizontally, and she wisely just takes it out, and she can now work on getting those reds taken out and potentially maybe drop into a fat log. She would need a red blue to do it. Let's see if she will hold out for it. There it is. I'm not going to get the fat log anymore, but still set up to get some really nice clears as Floyd out first into his level 7.
Yeah, it was about a 116 for Floyd coming out of 6. Another really good level 6 for Floyd. This horizontal clear is going to require I don't think she meant to put that there. But this double red is going to help her clean it out a lot quicker. The placement of that little blue goalpost just makes her require a little more pills than she'd like. But now she's into her level 7 in the 150s.
Yeah, an interesting decision to use that first yellow red vertically. She does manage to set up some really nice combos, and now she's essentially garbage free again. Only 9 viruses behind Floyd at the moment, now down to 7. But again, her board is starting to look a little split, kind of like Floyd's was. But we saw how quickly Floyd got out of that, so anything is possible in this game.
Yeah, Floyd had that red rush, and not a whole lot of places to put those red pills either. Doesn't really need them right now, but making pretty good use of what he's getting. But Betty has managed to close the gap to 2 viruses. Nice. Betty hunting down those horizontal clears.
Mm-hmm. Any red will trigger the blues in column 4 to drop down and clear out those blues horizontally. And now she's got it set up to where the yellows will drop down. You see it right here. Oh, but the one piece of blue was in the way. She's going to have to work a little harder to get down to that, and she's going to like to just take it vertically, looks like.
Yep.
Oh, what happened on Floyd's board?
Oh, hot dogs happened. Lots and lots of processed meat, unfortunately. Just that huge stack of things that aren't blue, and and that
Oh.
overhang is a serious problem for Floyd.
Floyd's only saving grace right now will be that horizontal. I was going to say a double yellow, and then the horizontal came up. But speaking of horizontal, Betty out at a 333. Man, this is going to be really tough for Floyd to get out. He
Okay,
does manage to get it
good
lowered so he
job.
can get over there. And
Floyd did
there's
a
the double
really nice
yellow.
job of getting some verticals and knocking down those columns so he could get back to the board state he wanted.
He's going to have to suffer a lot of drop time here. But the nice thing about it is
Yeah.
he opens up the horizontal and then followed up with a double red to get out at a 402, about 29, 30 seconds now behind Betty going into level 8.
Yeah, that is tough to see, but Floyd just doing the best he can, and that was honestly some really good work to save his board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look at all the yellow on top of his board right now. So much yellow for Floyd. Would love to. Oh, that yellow rush. Perfect for him right now. Awaiting that double blue that signals it is over. There it is. We'll see what he does with it. He elects to put it in column 3 and drop down the blue red and get a nice little combo. Really nice play by Floyd. He's actually got a bit of a lead now on Betty.
Yeah, that timely yellow rush, he has put it to its full potential, and now he is off and running and has closed the gap once more. After saving his board on level 7, now he is flying through 8.
Yeah, he just needs to see a lot of red now
Nice
as he
horizontal
gets that
setup there
last
by
blue
Floyd
and
too.
followed by a red blue. Yeah, absolutely. Really nice horizontal setup. But 516 for Floyd. What a level 8 for Floyd to get back into this game and create a lead on Betty, who has setups upon setups. This blue will be really nice. What a combo by Betty. But you see her shaking her head. She's not happy. I think she's probably watching the stream and seeing that she's now behind Floyd. She's really going to have to up her game now as she out at a 538, excuse me. And with a really pretty decent top line though there, Pack.
Yeah, that top line is relatively flat. I mean, the right hand side of that board looks kind of jagged, but yeah, I do like this board setup. There's not a lot of exposed yellow, but right now she's 16 viruses behind and really needs some great RNG to close this gap because she's starting to run out of time. Nice tee by Floyd there.
Yeah, Floyd is he just kicked into another gear after that lousy level 7 and has really done a great job to come back and potentially take this game away from Betty. But he's got to have reds and he's got to have blues.
And
That
you get the
red
red
blue,
blue.
perfect. Now he just needs one more red. There it is, out at a 641 for Floyd. He takes game 2. Folks, we have another decider. Let's see some hype in the chat.
GG's to both players, and good on Betty for closing the gap to 7 viruses at the end of level 9.
And she's still going to get out sub 7. Only a 16-second difference. Wow. We move on to our final game of this match. The winner goes on to play Savage Octagon here in a little bit today. The loser will go home knowing that they are the top 16 in the world in speed this year. And you know what? That in and of itself is a tremendous accomplishment.
Absolutely. It looks like we got it ready from Floyd, and now we got it ready from Betty.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pills. It's decider time here in December, as Swang said earlier. Shout outs to Swang. He's a great guy.
That he is. Looking at Floyd's board, everything's on the right. Look, columns 1 and 2 are gone already. That might be a concern later on. That might limit the number of plays he has. But so far, RNG has been relatively kind. A couple of double blues here.
Oh, I thought Betty was going to go for the fat log there. She may not have seen it. It would have been a tricky fat log, but it would have been a really nice play to bring some of this board down a little bit. As it stands, it's 16 viruses for Betty, 14 for Floyd, fixing to be about 12 for Floyd as he's setting up to wedge that yellow in there. Really nice blue-yellow blitz for Floyd to get some of those pills on, or viruses, excuse me, on his right side of the board cleared out. His end game's looking pretty good here.
Only problem I have with Floyd's endgame right now is how much yellow he needs. And I really hope that Dr. Mario gives it to him soon, because there's nothing but blues and reds coming right now.
Yeah, looking over at Betty's side of things, she actually also has a really nice end game, but she too is going to need some reds to get down. You see the combo she had until just recently, but now she's got it to where she can clear these blues horizontally. Once she gets this blue vertically out at a 130, but Floyd just needing 2 more yellows, about 11 seconds behind Betty out at a 141.
Yeah, Floyd shaking his head. Another heavy dose of bad RNG. But he managed to pull it out last time after a dynamite level 8. So let's see how he responds.
Betty really a really nice sweet tea into another drop vertical. Really nice play there. I don't think it's what she wanted. You see that blue yellow there in her column too, a little bit dicey, but not going to be too bad, especially with this yellow red that she's fixing to get. She will be able to clear that out pretty quickly.
Now, if Floyd wants to attack the clustered right-hand side of his board, he's going to need pills that are not red. And now he can use a red there because he has that red exposed in column 8. And all right, trying to keep these top lines diverse when it's that jagged is exceptionally difficult, but Floyd's getting what he needs.
Yeah, and Betty would love some more red right now. Love the play that she used with that double red to clear out in column 8. She's now completely out of blue, just needing reds and just needing yellows. And Mario says, "Hey, here's some blues for you, Betty."
And that's the story. That's the story of our lives as Dr. Mario players. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Floyd's endgame is set up. Everything is pretty much open and accessible. He does need some red help and a timely double red mini rush here.
Yeah, but it's going to be Betty out first at a 307. Floyd looking for that blue. There it is, out at a 323. A 16 virus, or excuse me, second lead for Betty at the moment. But again, Floyd had that fire level 8. We'll see if he's able to do that again here.
Yep, I actually like Floyd's level 8 so far. Like he can tackle this columns 1 and 2 in 2 different ways. He could go for the easy double clear on the up top, or he could go for the in between clear on the blues in column 1. Not a lot of access to red now after he got a few red pills to take out the red viruses.
Really nice drop into a horizontal clear from Betty. That has dropped her board significantly as she now holds a 3 virus lead over Frank Floyd. Now down to 1 virus. I cannot with names today.
I
Anyway,
almost called him Frank earlier, so you don't worry about it.
yeah. But this is going to come down to the wire. Floyd's board looks really nice in this end game. Would love to see him get these reds horizontally, these
Nice
blues
flip up right
horizontally.
there from Floyd too.
Oh, Betty
You gotta
needs so
wonder.
much blue.
Oh yeah. But he's got a fat log set up on the bottom of his board now, and he's gonna get it right here. He decides to. Okay, he didn't quite get the fat log, but he's out at 453. And let's see when Betty's out.
Oh,
Oh, and she
Betty!
sealed it off. She can solve this with a red. That's fine. 457, so a 4-second difference between the players going into the final level of this decider.
Really nice horizontal there by Betty. Gonna potentially look to clear out these yellows horizontally as well. Setting up for the
Fat
fat log.
log, let's
Gonna get it.
go.
Let's go. Love to see that.
Absolutely. Let's see how she hit. Okay, she drops down that red-blue, and that pretty much takes out the horizontal play.
Yeah, she could still potentially build up to it. But she would probably be looking for some reds, and she does go ahead and sacrifice the garbage to get that clear. I don't hate the play, to be honest, but now she's got some garbage that she's dealing with there in her column 5, but it's 3 pieces, so it won't be too bad to clear out.
Yeah, there was a bit of concern on my part for Betty's board for a moment there because she was getting a lot of pills that she didn't need. Oh, but look at this nice
Look at
horizontal
that.
virus clear. And that gets rid of another huge chunk of garbage. So right now, Floyd's working with goalposts. He's doing pretty well with it thus far. And he's down to 7.
Betty down to 9, but her board is looking I think I like her in game just a little bit better. You see her take that drop into the horizontal. Those 2 pieces of yellow at the bottom could be an issue for her. They block off any opportunity for the easy red. She does manage to get a tuck in though now. She just needs 4 more reds. Floyd needing
Floyd's
3 more yellows.
A bit tricky because they were all clustered at the end there. Betty just needs 2 reds to pull this off.
646. She takes it. Floyd with a 654. Wow. Betty, for the first time in 5 meetings, takes down Floyd. She will move on to round 2. She cannot believe